$10,000 in 3 weeks by creating content on YouTube with only 20 subscribers. Yeah, you heard it right. And it gets even better. I did it from my tiny cabin in the mountains. Isn't that great? Today, I'm going to tell you about things that most YouTube gurus don't even know. And I'm not here to flex. I'm here to show you exactly how I did it, step by step, and actually achieve the financial freedom that I'd been chasing for a while now, and how you can do it by just copying me. Now, let us begin. Most of you use YouTube. You're watching this video on this particular application right now, and if you don't know, YouTube is the second biggest search engine on planet Earth, owned by the first biggest search engine on planet Earth, that is Google. Which essentially means that the content that you create is directly recommended to your customer, to your potential ideal customer that would buy from you. Isn't it that simple? The logic behind all of this is that you create a piece of content, it is recommended to your ICP, and they are inclined to buy it because of watching your video and the credibility that your content builds. Now, if you understand the logic, you create a piece of content that is recommended to your potential customer, he watches it, there's a lot of credibility that is built in the process, and he is much more inclined to buy your service, your product from you. Because now he knows you. You're not just a random person who's messaging him on the internet, right? I hope you get it. Now, this is for most of the service people out there, service-based businesses out there. Most of you B2C people who are actually selling info products or are in the B2C or the D2C market, it's kind of different. This video is targeted for people like me who have B2B businesses. Now, let me tell you how I actually did it, how I actually made so much money. Now, I just got like 200 views on my video, and even then I got 5 clients out of it. Isn't that huge? Now, yes, it is dependent upon my skills as well, that I had an amazing editor, I had an amazing script, I had this, that, etc., etc., etc. But there's more to it. Yes, these are the most important aspects, and they are very subjective. It's totally up to you. If you record a good video, if you can speak as good as the articulate gods out there, or you can actually hire good editors out there. It's hard, I know, but there's the only option you've got, right? Now, moving forward, now let me break it to you how I actually did it. First of all, very simple, set up a YouTube channel. Now, this is a very simple step. Why would I tell you about it? The point is that most of you people set up channels that look like shit. And those channels, they don't sell. They aren't credible. They cannot be trusted because quality indicates credibility. Do you understand this? I'll repeat it once again. Quality indicates credibility. You know that. If you see a video that's been recorded with a random phone with shitty editing on the internet, you will automatically not trust that person because it signals scamish environment. Maybe that person is a Nigerian scammer or something. You get it? Now, moving forward, you set up your channel, you make it look good. You have a good clear headshot as a profile picture, you've got a good copy in your banner, and you've got an amazing channel description and everything else. You can either do it yourself or you can hire someone to do it for you, because I hired a team for it. Define your ICP. What is an ICP? ICP is the ideal customer profile. Ideal customer profile. Now, what is an ideal customer? Someone who's a potential buyer of your product. Now, for example, I've got a content agency and the minimum ticket size is about $10,000, which is huge, right? And not everyone can pay it. Not a random dude who just started his business can pay it, which means there needs to be a certain level of qualification in the leads that I receive, right? So for that, I need to define my ICP. Someone who's an entrepreneur, someone who's a coach, someone who's a consultant, and this is for me. Now, if you own a different business, if you've got a different agency, if you've got different operations or whatever, it's going to be different for you. You can use ChatGPT, you can use this prompt right here, and you'll get it done with ChatGPT or even Claude. If you don't know, Claude is 10 times better than ChatGPT. Now, listen to me closely. This is the most important step of this entire video, because you've created your channel, you've hired a team to edit your videos, or if you haven't even, you've decided to do something and now you don't have any idea that what are you going to create. You have no idea what the fuck are you going to upload on that channel, which means that if you don't listen closely, then you might lose everything that you've done till now. Point being, how to actually think of video ideas. You cannot just hop onto ChatGPT or any such platform to do it. You need to actually sit down, take a pencil, take a notebook like this one right here, and write at least 5 questions that your ICP would ask, that your ICP would search for on YouTube, on Google, or on other such platforms. Now, for example, my ICP would search for how to create content, how to build a personal brand in 2025, how to, set up a team of editors or this or that. Anything that is related to content, anything that helps them scale their business through content is someone who's my ICP. Someone who's searching all of these things is my ICP. Now, if you want a different business, for example, you want a dropshipping business, it's going to be different for you. You've got a product, let's assume, a random toy, children's toy. Then maybe there's a parent living in America who searches toys for children. Toys that aren't edible, because children need toys all the time, you know that, right? So that's what they can search. And when they search it, your video must pop on the top. And that video is not going to be a random video. It's going to be a literal fucking video sales letter. A literal pitch from your end to your ICP. Or just think of it. You've, poured all your sorcery, all of your experience, all of your time and effort into a video that is made to convince the person in front of you to buy a product, and they see that video, it builds credibility, now they trust you, and more so, you have dropped your bomb. They are shocked that they are going to buy this. 10 minutes ago, they didn't even know you, and now because they watched a 10-minute video of yours, or maybe a 5-minute video of yours, or maybe even a short, they watched it and now they trust you more than their child. Isn't that funny? That's how magical this is. This is actual sorcery that I'm dropping right here. Now that your account is ready, it's been set up, you've got all your video ideas lined up, now you need to begin with the recording process, which is very, very simple. You need to find a good background, maybe like this, or if you have something better, or I don't know, a green screen or something. Just find something that is, pleasing to the eye. Right? And then, most importantly, have a good quality camera, because I did emphasize on this earlier as well. Quality means credibility. If you've got a low quality recording, then no one is interested in watching it because it signals weakness, it signals low quality, it signals that you're a fucking brokey, and no one likes brokies. They won't buy from you because you're a brokey. So have a high quality camera. And lighting and everything, your face should be visible, your clothes should be visible, it should be a talking head video like this, and you need to set up the camera. If you want a full guide on how to record a video while sitting at your home or even a studio or an office, tap on this video. And watch this video on my channel right now. Now, moving forward, you have recorded your video, but before that, you've missed something. You brokey, you didn't even talk about it. Let me do it for you. You don't have a script. What the fuck are you going to talk about? Well, you have a script. Now, either you can make it yourself, either you can hire someone to do it for you, but I would recommend that rather than hiring freelancers or rather than using AI or, a random idea that pops up in your head, you hire a professional agency or a professional full-time copywriter for your brand. Because if you do own a business, you do have the money, right? What the hell will you do by saving it up? The only option for you to scale is to hire talent. Right? Now you got freelancers, never hire freelancers. I'm telling you this with experience of over 6 years on YouTube. I've done it for my clients, I've done it for myself, for my friends. Freelancers are the most fucked up creatures on planet Earth. They are loyal to none. They're loyal to nobody. None of the flags. They don't give a fuck about you. They have 10 other clients. They get the projects done. You are one of those clients. They don't give a fuck about what the quality is. They have no idea what to make for you. They don't know you as well as someone who's dedicated to you would. Now, all of this signals towards a direction. The direction that you need to hire an agency like mine. Right? Or not. You can do it all by yourself. No, you just have you got 36 hours in a day. You can spend 12 hours out of that to record content and the rest of it to actually run your business. right? Because you are a god. Maybe you aren't, and you can just hire me and save all of your time and have it done for you from me and my team, right? Now, moving forward, you got to find an editor to edit your video, you got to find someone to make the thumbnail for that video, and most importantly, you got to find someone who's an expert at SEO. SEO, search engine optimization, which essentially means that when someone searches the right keywords, someone searches the question that you've made the video on, they receive your video on the top when they search it up on YouTube or Google or any other search engine. And it's a game, it's a big game. It's a game of keywords, it's a game of backlinks, tags, and even black hat or whatnot. Which means that, if you want to get it done, you cannot do it. If you want to get it done, you cannot do it yourself. You need to hire somebody to do it. And again, I did tell you, the fundamental rule is never hire a freelancer. Like, make it a fucking statement, write it right here. Never hire a freelancer. They'll fuck you up. I guarantee that to you. If not, I'll pay you. That is it. Now that the video is SEO optimized, it's almost done, you upload it. And that is it. You got your very first video and you gotta do it again and again and again to actually get clients. Now, even if you get like 100 views, imagine like 200 people who are interested in your product in a room. Isn't that huge? And if not 200, you'll be able to close at least 5 of them. Or not even 5, let's say 1 of them. And 1 client means a lot of money, a lot of experience, right? So it is worth it. Now, moving forward, the most important step is omni-channel distribution. This is the last and the final step of the process. I did it, everyone does it, but they never tell you because it is extremely potent. It is that secret potion that they use to make millions, which means that omni-channel means everywhere, on every single social media platform out there, which means that there's Instagram, there's a reel of yours. There's X, there's a written piece of content of yours. There's this platform, LinkedIn or TikTok, there's a video of yours on there. Which essentially means that imagine that your client watches a video of yours on YouTube, he searches you up on Instagram, he taps the follow button, and 10 minutes later when he opens Instagram once again, there's your video once again. When he opens X, he follows you there, and there's your tweet once again. Hell, there's even written content that has been extracted out of your long form video. Now your face has appeared so many times in front of that person that he cannot resist your charms. He cannot resist buying your service because he needs this first of all, and second of all, he trusts you more than anything. And that means the world to you and that person as well. Now, how to actually execute this? How to actually distribute your content everywhere like a god? Now, why do I say God? Because it is said that God is omnipresent, which means He's everywhere. So how can you be God? Well, it's very simple. You need to hire a person, someone, or maybe do it yourself if you want to, if you have the time. You extract like 10 clips out of your long form video through screen recording, or maybe you download the entire video, you edit it and you upload it on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn Shorts, and all such platforms where our ICP might be. This is essentially the meaning of omni-channel distribution. But it's not just visual, it's written as well, which means that you need to create a written summary out of the transcript of your video and then upload it on Instagram or X in form of threads and various tweets. So it's not just essentially creating a single video, but actually getting so many pieces of content that you can distribute them everywhere on the internet and become omnipresent. Now, look, all of this is possible. You can do it all by yourself, for yourself, but you've got a business to run. You've got an entire business to run, which means that if you do it yourself, it's going to take hours of your time and your business will, at best, it will become stagnant. And if not stagnant, it will actually start dying. To actually get it all done, you need to hire somebody, like I did. Now, my team specializes at this entire process, and not just the process, but 10 times better. Now, the point is that when you are injured, when you've got a surgery or something like that, you've got your arm broken, you don't go to med school to learn the entire thing, the entirety of medicine, and actually treat yourself. You go to the hospital, you go to a doctor, someone who's an expert at getting it done. You talk to them, you get yourself treated, and here we are. We're happy. We're living a happy life. Whereas if you would have gone to med school, you would have lived your life for 5 years with a broken arm, bro. What the hell? So if logically thinking, you're going to a doctor in that scenario, why the hell do you want to do it by yourself? Whereas you've got a business to handle, you've got a personal life to live, and all of that stuff. The point being that you can hire us to do it for you. It is a done-for-you system, which means that you just need to record the content and we will do everything else for you, step by step, with experts. Which means that your video would be high quality, your editing would be done by the experts in the industry, people who work with Iman Gadzi, Hamza and stuff and people like that. And the SEO optimization, the omni-channel distribution process will all be taken care by us for you. Now, if you want to actually execute all of this, because content is a non-negotiable, if you actually want to get it done for you, book a call with me today. Click on the first link in the description. You'll have a meeting booked with me and let's discuss. There's no fees to discuss anything. Let's just discuss.